Everybody, it's the Christian Jamaican Coolie, and I just wanted to make a video speaking about the situation that happened in Ireland, where the person, the white woman who was basically handing out the medals, the rewards to everybody else except for that little black girl. Now, let me say something. There's absolutely nothing, no excuse, no amount of wordsmithing, which is what a lot of these white people like to do. They like to wordsmith. They like to feign ignorance. They like to do stuff like that. There is no amount of that can be done that is going to hide the fact that this woman was racist, and that what she did was racist, and that what she did was send a message to black people that basically, even when you've won, you haven't won a thing, right? Because that's a message that's being sent. You understand? When people do things like that, they're sending you a message, and that message isn't only for that family, that's for other people as well. That even when you play the game the way that they claim that you should be playing it, even when you succeed and win at the game the way that you said you should, the way that they said you should succeed and win at it, they will still find a way to cheat you and to steal from you, right? So, my condolences to that little girl that went out. She did her best. She was supposed to be awarded and rewarded for it, and instead what she got was a thief's reward. You understand what I'm saying? And then now, of course, you're gonna have those little white shills supremacists that are gonna talk about it's an honest mistake and stuff like that. Stop talking bullshit. Honest mistake what? Honest mistake what? What do you mean by honest mistake? Right? I can guarantee you, late at night, when that woman basically is so-called afraid of black people, she can point and even describe that black man miles away, right? I can guarantee you, if that girl goes into a clothing store or any store for that, she can point out that girl out of all the little white girls that's probably there with her. I can guarantee you, if it was a bunch of black girls and one white girl, that white girl wouldn't have been missed. You understand? But yet still, we're supposed to believe that what she did was accidental, that she didn't see that black girl. Oh, it's an honest mistake. No, it's not an honest mistake. It's not an honest mistake. It's an honest intention. That's what it is. It was done with honest intention to undermine the success of that little black girl. And the reason why I'm speaking on it is because I'm a gymnastics coach. I know how much money parents basically pour into gymnastics, because gymnastics is not cheap. And a lot of you need to know that gymnastics is not cheap. Team fees is not cheap. Competitions are not cheap. Driving back and forth to meets is not cheap. You understand? And when you spend all that money on that child being coached, paying for the meet, paying your assessments for the competition, for the coaches and stuff like that, and then this in turn happens to your child, you have every right to be raving mad. Every right to be raving mad about this situation. There's no fixing it. There's no sorry, we fired the person, because the damage has been done. You can't take that back. You can't take it back, because it's a message that was sent, that no matter how successful we become, if we play this so-called game that they tell us to play and win the way that they claim that we should win, they still find ways to undermine and steal what belongs to you. Because they're going to put it as, well, you get it if I feel like you should get it. Even though you've worked for it, you've done everything for it. You've done everything I told you to do to get it. And you're still undermined for it. And then people are going to say, oh, it's an honest mistake. Like, you really need to really and truly. I mean, these people, you can tell the people who are racist and the people who are not racist in a situation like this. Anybody that looks at you and say, oh, everything, it's just like, seems like everything is racist to you, and blah, 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 and it seems like everything is a problem, and blah, 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 and reverse racism, and blah, 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 blah. You understand? Like, you can tell that those are the racist people. You can honestly tell that those are the racist people. Anyway, I ranted because basically, like I said before, I'm a gymnastics coach. And I train my kids hard. I'm very strict on my students. And I don't know, but a coach should have actually stepped up. Because that's what I do. I've had competitions where I've gone to competitions where I felt my students were cheated, even though they were white. I stood up for them. Right? It don't matter. To me, in gymnastics, all students are my students. It don't matter the race. Right? There are several times I've been to meets where I basically, and one thing I generally do is walk around with the USAG compulsory book. Right? I walk around with a compulsory book because sometimes I hold judges accountable. And I've said it in videos in the past. I hold judges accountable for, the things that they do. I don't care what skin color student I have. What I care about is the judge being fair to all my students. You understand? And there have been times where, I've told judges that, hey, listen, why is this scored this way? And then that judge will say some kind of bullshit. And I just pull up the freaking book and say, hey, here's the book. Show me where it is in the book. And every time I meet a black coach too, I tell them the same thing. Every time I'm with my white peers as well, I tell them the same thing. I say, I don't care. I walk around with that damn book. I walk around with that book so much in Pennsylvania that a lot of the judges know who I am. Some of them are friends with me. Some of them don't like me. I don't care. You understand? Fear is fear, especially in gymnastics. Coaches work too damn hard. Parents work too damn hard. And students work too damn hard for you guys to cheat them of their reward that they've worked extremely hard for. Just because you have a bias against students. You understand? Just because you have a bias for another gym or the owner of the gym and stuff like that. I mean, and that's another video I can make about, some owners of some gyms and stuff like that. Because I want to do this video without calling names, because there's a section that knows, like, every gym knows a gym I used to work for, and nobody likes that guy. Nobody likes that guy. Right? But anyway, I don't want to steer away from the topic, which is about the little girl that was cheated out of her reward. She was cheated. It was stolen from her. It was withheld from her. And the only consolation they can give to the mother and probably the father is, it's an honest mistake in your mother. Honest mistake in your mother. It's an honest freaking intention, not an honest mistake. You understand? And I've said it before, maybe we need to it sounds bad, but maybe we need to start creating our own gymnastics league. I've said it before. Maybe we need to create our own gymnastics league. And if white judges want to be a part of that, we'll happily welcome them. Right? But mainly, I said it before, and I'll say it again. We probably need to just start creating our own league again, right? And have the participants mainly be black people. A space where basically black people don't have to worry about being cheated or feeling that they're being cheated by another race. Because that would basically eliminate the problem. Because when they come, even if they came as judges, they'd be mostly judging black people. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have white children compete in it, but my main goal is that, listen, man, this is just for our people. Just like how Asian people have their own thing, this is something that we need as our own thing. You understand? Something that we can sustain and judge through, and just make our kids feel happy to go to without the fear of being cheated. Anyway, this is the Hebrew Jamaican Coolie. I'll catch you up with another video. The next two videos that I'm actually working on is, the first one is gonna be, the title, the name of the video is gonna be Black Women. Where did Pookies and Riri's come from if not from your very womb? Right? And then part 2 of that is going to be Black Men. Where did Pookies and Riri's come from if not from your very seed? And I think these are things, these two videos are two videos I definitely think I should address. Anyway, people, enough love, hope, and respect. Peace. I am out.